Some people are really frightened by the idea of baking and pastry, and I really think that it's not that scary of a process.
It's not. It's just time, patience, and steps. So here's our final dough, and I just put it on parchment paper.
Look at the color. It's so yellow.
Isn't it beautiful?
That's from the butter.
That's the richness of the eggs, the butter, you know. So you can see it's risen, and you can feel as we start rolling it. Okay. Now I'm actually
That's
going
a lot
to
of dough.
cut this in half. You know, for such a process like the bread starter or breads, because it's not something that you're going to do every day, make a quantity. You know, make it easier for yourself.
So you don't have to do it
and
so
store
often.
it. So you don't have to do it so often. But then you can have it in the freezer and pull it out, and it's there. You know. Now you can see as I'm rolling it.
It's beautiful.
You can see the kind of chips of butter between the layers.
I see it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Isn't that gorgeous? And again, you know, you can see the cardamom, you can see the nutmeg.
So you're flouring and you're rolling, you're flouring, you're rolling, trying to get a nice even thickness.
Even thickness.
And you can see that it's just very elastic, which is what you're looking for in that final step, right?
Rolls out nice and easy.
Can I put this
Just wanna be
Can I put
careful.
this back in the refrigerator for you?
Oh, sure, that would be great.
We have
want to keep it nice
a
and
great
chilled.
sub-zero refrigerator and freezer here at the Fretz kitchen, which is a great item. I'm going to put our dough right in. We've got lots of shelves, great cooling.
I love those refrigerators. They're so dependable and reliable, you know, and they keep everything just the right temperature, like this dough that I've had in there.
All the different
is
compartments in the
beautiful.
refrigerator at different temperatures.
So I'm going to show you a couple of different shapes that I like. I have some butter melting. If you would grab that, if it's melted, and there's a
Certainly.
pastry brush next to it.
It's
That's
not all
perfect.
melted, but there's enough melted that I can use it. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a swirl Danish.
Yum.
So I'm going to be really generous. No comments. Hope.
I'm
right.
My mouth is
It's a little
salivating.
bit. It's only a little butter.
A little butter.
Okay, butter is always better. You said it yourself 5
Butter
minutes
is
ago.
better.
All right.
Fat equals flavor.
Yes. Okay. Now there should be some cinnamon sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar.
Okay.
You cut me off at the pass.
I'm going to sprinkle the cinnamon sugar over only half of the dough.
How could it be bad? Butter, cinnamon, and
Right.
sugar, and pastry dough. What kind of cinnamon do you like to use?
I love that Mexican cinnamon in particular because do you like that? It's
I
so
do, like
fragrant.
canela.
Exactly.
cinnamon.
It's so wonderful and fragrant.
It does. It smells great. I wish
Yes.
people at home could smell the room because
Okay.
it's a big cinnamon experience here.
Exactly. Okay, so now I'm going to cut into equal strips. Okay,
This
and
is
if
not
you
too
have a
difficult.
pastry wheel, I think I left my pastry wheel over there. That makes it easy. If
Or
not,
it's like a pizza cutter.
exactly, a bench knife works just as well. You know, it does
Anything,
help.
or even if you have a chef's knife and you just whatever.
It
this
helps
makes
to have the right tool for the right job.
makes it really
life
easy.
easier. Okay, and these are going to be approximately 4-ounce Danish. Now I'm going to teach you how to make a swirl. I lift it and I stretch.
Okay.
Okay. I'm twisting in opposite directions.
Okay.
Did you get that?
I've
Lay it
got
on the
that.
table. Stretch. Lay. Stretch. Lay. Stretch. The
This is like
more
magic.
swirls,
It's magic.
the more swirls you get, you know, the prettier the Danish are.
Okay.
I'm going to start in the inside, curling in. I finish it, take the end, underneath, and I pinch.
You're like those ladies that make the pretzels, the Amish ladies. I mean, they do it and it looks so easy. I've tried to do it at home. Impossible.
Here, you try that one.
All right, I remember the first thing is
Okay.
you kind of stretch it out,
stretch,
right?
stretch.
I got the
Okay.
action here.
Okay, just make sure it doesn't come apart on you.
Okay.
Okay, that's
More,
good.
or is that good?
Stretch.
Okay, more?
Yeah, that's good. All
Would
right.
it help to pull from the center or no?
That would help.
How's that?
That's perfect, okay? Now you're just going to roll in opposite directions from the end.
Opposite,
Opposite, there you go.
like this.
It's like
and
a
then,
pinwheel. Perfect. And if, you know, depending upon how you want it, you can leave the rolls that wide, or if you,
You
the
said
more
more,
you keep
the
twisting,
more the better, right?
well, yeah.
How's
you
that?
see
Oh,
more
the prettier.
cinnamon. That's
How's that?
perfect. That's beautiful. I
Okay,
think.
and now you
Just curl in from the center. That's it, and then wrap it around
that's not so hard.
like a snail.
And then tuck it under.
That's it.
James,
Okay. Now, isn't that beautiful?
that really
Easy?
wasn't as hard as I
Perfect.
thought it would be.
Okay.
Except yours is much more beautiful than mine, which is usually the case, but that's okay.
Now I'm just going to place those on a baking tray.
Can I do that for you?
Yes, please, to allow them to rise, okay?
How long will you let them rise?
I'm going to put them in the fridge because I want to bake these tomorrow morning and have them fresh for my guests or my family. If you wanted them right away, you would let them rise at room temperature. These are Danish pockets. Okay, and
So same dough, different process.
exactly.
So you make this dough, you freeze it. You're not limited to one type of Danish. I mean, your only limit is your
Oh my gosh,
imagination.
no, we can do pinwheels, we can do, much more fanciful.
What is that?
This is our Danish filling. It's almost like a
Looks really
cheesecake. This is our homemade berry, I call it our red fruit preserves. And it's just fresh
Oh,
strawberries.
I've had this. This is also really delicious.
Okay.
Strawberries and what else? Cherries?
Strawberries and cherries.
And you cook it down into a
cranberries.
compote?
Cook it down into a compote.
Sugar? And the recipe is
And there's
in your
no
book?
pectin. It's all natural thickening.
Do you have the recipe
The
for
recipe
this?
is in the book.
That's good to know
Okay.
because this is really yummy.
So now these are really popular and very easy. So I put it down the center on the diagonal. I fold that over, and I fold this over, and then I pinch.
That's all she wrote.
That's it. I'll tell you the secret before I actually put them into the oven to rise.
Yes.
I sprinkle them
I knew there was a secret.
with powdered sugar over the egg wash. And then they go into about a 400-degree oven, and I let them bake for about 25 to 30 minutes.
That's
and
great.
The sugar helps to form almost like brulee. You get this
Gives
thin,
that
crispy
shiny,
shell.
sweet.
Yes.
Yum.
Here's some that would be risen. Okay.
Because you don't want the moisture. Would you not cover them because you're afraid about the moisture?
I want that crust to form on the outside of the Danish. That's how it gets nice and crispy.
Wow.
Now here's one of the swirls that we made, and I put the cheese in the center, and then you could leave it as such, or put the berries on there, and these are ready to be baked.
Wow.
And you've just woken up,
And this
you're
is
gonna have
peach?
This is
With
fresh
cheese?
peach
With
with
cheese?
cheese.
So what we have is was our cinnamon dough with the strawberry and you used a little bit of a.
I just take a little bit of heavy cream, a little bit of vanilla, and I mix in some powdered sugar. I whisk it together, and then I just drizzle it over just for a final appearance.
That's beautiful.
This is the cinnamon swirl plain with some of the drizzle. These are our beautiful peach and cream cheese pockets.
And then we didn't exactly make this.
We didn't make this, but this would be a braided. You would put the cheese down the center of the dough, and fruit. We do beautiful cardamom
Apricot.
poached prunes. Oh. This is an apricot and almond, and then we just weave it.
It's really beautiful. I want to talk for a minute about Manor Home and Gifts because they've provided our table settings, and I know that
This
you're
beautiful
familiar with
plate
the store. It's on
yes.
17th Street in Philadelphia, and all of their products are by artisans, handmade all over the world. These particular dishes come from a woman in South Africa, and it's just a really great place to go. The table settings are beautiful, and when you're having a brunch at home, how much fun is it to have beautiful platters and color?
It makes all your work so much more fruitful.
Fruitful.
You know,
it really
right?
does. Beautiful, beautiful products.
When you take all that time to make such beautiful pastries or food, and to top it off, to have something beautiful to present them on is ideal.
Exactly, and this
How
is
lucky.
really lovely. Linens, everything. So this is really incredible. Is it time?
It's time, please.
Do we dig
Should
in?
we just break?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's break our bread.
Do you want to taste one or the other?
You choose.
Okay.
You're the chef.
Why don't we taste this one?
That looks really great.
Okay. So I'm just going to. I just love to just tear and use my hands.
This would be
informal.
This would be a fun thing to do even with friends in the
Oh,
kitchen
yes.
and have everybody make their own pastry and decide what they want, mix and
Sure.
match.
Exactly.
It smells great.
Thank you.
James,
Buttery, rich.
you're the pastry king.
There's a depth of flavor, and it's a little crispy on the outside.
It's tangy, it's sweet.
Tender.
All right, I'm going to try one of the other ones.
Okay.
On to the next.
May I
Although
cut
wanna
you one
try-
of these,
Please. That's one of my personal favorites.
Oh, is it? One of the, the wonderful
addicted.
thing about breakfast pastries, it's important to use seasonal fruits.
I
know?
agree. Well, in any cooking, not just
In any
baking.
cooking,
You want to use what's in season because it's going to taste better.
I find that so many people, when they're making pastries, they open cans or jars, and they're wonderful and they have their purpose. But if you can make it
Thank you.
seasonal, use fresh peaches.
Well, and apricots
or
right now are
apricots.
just delicious.
Yeah.
And in season.
Did you say apricot or apricot?
I don't know, you say potato, I say potato.
Okay, here,
Apricot,
cheers.
apricot. Cheers.
Enjoy.
My personal favorite. Thank you, James.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
All the beautiful place settings, wine glasses, and serving platters you see on this show come from Manor Home and Gifts' incredible showroom, which features artists from all around the world. They have a huge selection for every taste and budget. Visit their store in Philadelphia or on the web, and they'll ship anywhere in the U.S.
I'm Hope Cohen. Thank you for watching The Fretz Kitchen. We're starting a new feature on our show called Chef's Tastings. During the taping of our show, you can be a part of a special small viewing audience. You will be able to watch the production of each chef and then enjoy a tasting of the food he or she just prepared. If you would like to be a part of this new concept, email us at the address on your screen. For us to provide more information, please include your address and phone number. Again, thanks for watching The Fretz Kitchen.